How do people eat whatever they want and not gain weight? This is also just pretty normal for 17-year-old boys. They're growing a lot, they need to eat a lot. Lifting hot tubs all day long burns a ton of calories. People with heavy physical jobs could easily burn twice as many calories as a person with a sedentary life. He's also still growing and needs more energy than normal. People who eat a lot and not gain any weight usually either don't eat as much as it seems or they burn a lot through physical activities. It's all about the energy balance. Eating 8 sausages at once is a lot, but if that's his only full meal for the day, he'll likely be with negative energy balance. Also, from my observation, it's rarely the meat consumption that causes people to gain weight. It's the sugary stuff and heavily processed food. His energy budget is balanced. Men and women are not the same when it comes to metabolism. Your brother at his age and his testosterone levels will burn a considerable amount more calories than you will, so he can afford to eat more. He's 17, so burns calories easily. Give it a few more years and he'll have to watch what he eats more. He eats this quantity of food regularly and isn't fat. How? He's not eating enough kcal to be in excess for what he absorbs. That's it. There is no secret to weight gain. You eat more kcal than you need. The excess is stored as fat. His body cannot create energy from nothing. If it did, he'd single-handedly solve world hunger. These people normally eat infrequent but large meals, so they think they consume large amounts of calories daily, but it's not. This stops working around 24. Better to learn healthy eating early in life. Everyone has a different metabolic rate, and things we do like unhealthy habits can have major effects on the rate. Also, many people as they age, their metabolism will slow. My dad always said he could eat anything he wanted without gaining weight until he woke up one day at 35 fat because his metabolism tanked all of a sudden. So healthy eating habits now will help keep you fit when things change. That way you don't suddenly gain a bunch all at once. Metabolic rates that are quick. A lack of stress from outside forces. Generally, being happy. A moderately active lifestyle. And a large body to distribute resources. I only eat large, greasy cheeseburgers and have been walking an hour and 10 minutes to work 3 times a week for a year. I'm 28 and have lost about 40 pounds of fat in a year. While most people don't consider it a lot, that's about 4.4 miles on foot. If you're stressed out all the time, you'll also retain more fat because your body thinks you're in a bad situation where you might not eat. I used to work 14-hour shifts, 6 to 7 days a week, while I was constantly on my feet at a job I hated and was 60 pounds heavier. I was only eating pizza and salad at this food service job. I would also unload and stock shelves in the coolers twice a week when we received our order of food ingredients and supplies. I ate once a day. Everyone is different. Play around with the variables in your life and see what works for you. At 17, he is still growing, if not taller. He is still adding muscle mass. He has a physical job and a teenager's metabolism. All of this burns tons of calories. Lifting heavy things and walking around does in fact burn calories. This sounds like me, 32F and 105 pounds. I naturally have a food aversion in the mornings and prefer to fast from midnight till around 3 the next day. Then I get an appetite and eat pretty heavily. Friends have seen me eat dinner and they're shocked at how I'm so small. What they don't realize is it's typically the only meal of the day and I have a fast metabolism. He's 17. Also, that kind of job does actually burn a lot of calories. My BF works in a supermarket and he can clock up 30,000 steps in a shift easily. And that's just walking. That doesn't count lifting stuff. And the things he needs to lift in his job aren't as heavy as DIY store-type goods. He's late 30s and still skinny. I used to be like your brother. Then I turned 22 and gained 20 kilos in 6 months. Adolescent boys eat a lot. And he must be within his caloric limit for the day. You would also probably say that I eat a lot. I am a petite woman. But only because I eat 2 meals a day they are huge. Especially breakfast. I also usually do not snack and drink plain water or unsweetened tea plus 2 coffees a day. Almost all my calories come from that 2 meals. He's only got 10 years left of pulling that off. Tell him to enjoy it while he can. This catches up in your 20s. I love to eat and I eat whatever I want. Man, I just ate whatever. Eggs, Spam, bacon, mango smoothie, Cheetos, then steak later with potatoes. Life was good. Now in my middle 20s I have to watch what I eat. Not cause of weight but because of getting irritable bowel syndrome easily. Or getting constipated. Or my bowels in general pensive face. I and everyone around me thought I was this way. But when I wanted to solve my problem with gaining weight while lifting, I counted my calories and tracked workouts. I realized that I ate large meals but I didn't eat consistently. I didn't eat breakfast, and sometimes didn't eat a meaningful lunch or dinner. But whatever meal I ate seriously was large. Like I had a regular order for 2 foot-longs at Subway. I never snacked. Ate mostly protein-rich stuff. And I didn't drink calories. Honestly, even just not drinking any calories is a huge one. Soda, juice, anything with sugar. That. Plus I was more active than other people. And I was tall and had a decent amount of muscle. Your body has to burn more calories per day at rest and in exercise when you weigh more. When I did the math, used the correct average calorie count and adjusted for those things that drive almost all of metabolism, weight, activity, I was normal. I increased my calorie consumption and I gained weight. There's actually very little variance in metabolism outside of those drivers plus age. Walking around lifting furniture is probably good exercise. And your brother probably weighs a fair amount more than you. Probably he also eats inconsistently. Misses breakfast and or lunch at work when you wouldn't see. And I'd bet he doesn't regularly snack or drink soda too often. Genetics.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. TooAfraidToAsk is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.